What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Savage Land. Welcome to another episode of The Field. And today we finally have Mezco Destro, which I've been waiting on for about 2 years now. And out the gate, I'm quite impressed. I do long for more with this outfit. It's not cheap by any means. It feels good. I just wish there were more features. As far as like the leathery stitch patch that's in the back, I wish that was more throughout the thighs and just pretty much throughout the costume. I know they're trying to stay true to form with how Destro looks, but I would have liked some more features on the costume. That's kind of almost a damper for me. But other than that, he has plenty of sculpt, plenty of fine details, and I would say, man, that he's pretty good. But to get this review done, I basically had to move around like Henry Hill in Goodfellas. I had to cook food for a barbecue, and I had a murderous row of chores to do, all while a government helicopter was following me. But more or less, we got it done, man. I finally got the figures up, and you know how I like to do my reviews. I'm gonna show the love and beauty of this action figure, and one beautiful action figure this Destro is. Detail in the boots looks great. I don't know if that's true to form. I don't know if that's their little jazz up. I think with Mezco, they have their own little twist on it. When people start naming out colors and different hits on boots, and hey, that's not true to, I be lost on that. So shout out to you guys. But as you can see here, his holster has a stitch. That holster does come off easily, but not a lot, and it falls. It's kind of almost like a nuisance. You have to place it right. It really does become a pain in the ass. As far as his belt, I'm not too sure if that's removable, and I didn't get a chance to see if that came off or not, but why would I pull it off? I'm keeping it on there. It's one of the few extra pieces that he has on his costume. And with this review here, I just kind of want to show different classified figures mixed in with this Destro. Now, when I used to see Mezco figures back in the day, they look so big, fat, and wide, and he is a little thicker, but in hand, in person, they're not as wide as you would think they would be. You can actually blend those guys in with classified and make them look good. As far as a G.I. Joe Mezco, as far as what I see right now is this Destro, and he looked wide, and that back looks great. See that detail on that back part? That's what I wish the suit would have had more, especially on the back of that left thigh. He definitely could have used some texture there. But he blends in well, and all these Destros are good Destros. It's really what Destro do you want? You don't have to go out and get this Mezco. This is my caviar right here, because as you can see here, all these other Destros look good. And be honest with you, I think the classified briefcase looks better than this Mezco one. This Mezco one is big and fat, and there's a reason why. It has different components inside of it, and of course that classified could never offer, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, he stands up very well with his other Destros. Shout out to that Prophet Director Destro. I didn't know anything about that until I purchased it about 2 years ago, but it's still a great looking Destro that holds up, and he just sets a little bit different from the other ones. Coming up, I'm going to show the other two black and gray ones and how they stand up against each other. But as you can see here, all of them look great in the light. All of their chrome domes are shining. They have their own little stance to them, the little pops and features. Of course, with the Mezco, he's the most premium looking one with the best effect, but it's really which lane you want to run in. And you can see how he's a little bit wider, but he doesn't look bad. You can still smoke and mirrors this thing into what you want to do. Even though Mezco is 6 inch, of course it just stands a little bit different. And also his chest, I wish it was done a little bit better. As you can see there, he has his amulet on. He actually has a real chain with the like little ruby hanging from it, rather with the Hasbro has the plastic chains. But I wish his chest was a little bit darker. If this is going to be a premium figure, man, put a little bit more paint on that. When you see it, it almost kind of looks, I wouldn't necessarily say like it's unpainted, but it looks like he got hit with one coat, not a second, when it should have been hit with 3. So wouldn't have no bleeding through. But that if it's a premium figure, he should have that tan chest. So I think they dropped the ball there, but it's nothing to get me bent out of shape. And that blast effect looks awesome with him. Imports always have the best blast effects. But he comes with 12 hands, so which is 6 sets from different gripping fist, 2 different type of pistol holding hands, I guess, to hold the big range rifle and the his sidearm. An extra holster. If you can see there, his effect piece up top left, 2 heads, which I've put them on throughout this review. The smiling head and a more cartoon head, and we'll see when it comes up. But he has his long range pistol, his short gun. You see the briefcase up in the top right, cool Cobra base, and an SMG inside of the briefcase that goes also, which I'm mostly going to use as a diorama piece. I really just don't like the way that gun goes together, this gun right here. I put it together where he has a pose up with Baroness, and it's okay. I just don't like the way it feels. And as you can see, he has a glow in the dark, pretty much light up effect, not glow in the dark, which comes with 2 batteries, look like 2 watch batteries that comes with it, which is cool. I'm glad they included that. But just another extra cool like diorama piece that Classified could never offer you. And if they did, they probably wouldn't give you the batteries with it. So they went full force on it. You can turn it off too. It has an on and off button, then it has just an off button, period. And that's that SMG that was in the briefcase broken down. I believe I put it together. It has a back stock to it, like a butt stock, like for to go up against the arm. I didn't add that on. It feels, I wouldn't say flimsy, but it's just like barely together to me when I put it together. So I don't know. I think it's better as a prop piece in the case, like doing a photo, showing somebody, look, I got this for you. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I just put it together for this. At least I think I put it together the right way. And it's almost kind of self-explanatory, the way this thing goes together. But he looks good with Baroness, and we need a new Baroness body. I mean, it looks good as far as aesthetic. I mean, not aesthetic, just the way her deco is. But man, those arms, those single jointed arms are terrible, and no boot cut. I mean, it's yeah, we need a new Baroness. So if they coming out with this Crimson Guard 3-pack and she's in the red, I hope they gave her a double jointed arm body, because she's somebody who can get busy with guns, and she needs to do that. But overall, this Destro, I like it. I can understand why people like Mezco. The heads pop on and off. The hands are easy to put on and off. Hands almost kind of like going like Storm Collectibles, and their bodies move like butter. So I can understand why somebody likes Mezco. This Destro right here made me want to give a second thought on maybe picking up one more of these. I'm gonna try to go with something with a little bit more gear. I think I'm gonna do Firefly. Pre-orders haven't dropped for that yet, but there's a Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow out, and probably hold off on them. I had this guy on pre-order. I'm not doing that again. There was no need to do it. But like I said, I've been waiting on him 2 years, and 2 years ago was a whole different ball game. So I wanted to make sure I got him, put the money down, whatnot. But I definitely won't do it again. So Mezco is you can either want it or it's an easy pass. But I'm definitely glad I got this figure. This is awesome, really. His effects piece, his different things that came with them. They definitely gave you $100 worth with a figure on this one, and it's a beautiful figure. I give it an 8. Definitely could use some more paint on the chest. Could use some more features on the costume. But other than that, it's A100. It's A100. Definitely a nice piece to go along with my Destros. So if you on the fence about this guy, it's worth giving it a chance. If you're on the fence about a Mezco, he's worth picking up. Just to give you a first go around. I think this is a solid offering that they give you here. And he blends in well with Classified. You just got to know how to fit him in. You really don't have to force him in. It was easy doing this review. He was so photogenic and he moves so nice, and it's easy to do like the walk or running poses with Mezcos. But that's all I have. I'm not going to talk your guys' head off. I think this figure is awesome. I think it's great. I'm glad I picked it up. Mezco Destro. This is a Savage Land. We do this for the love and beauty of action figures. If you can, give me a like, comment, subscribe. And with that being said, until the next time, God bless.